Is iconic Lambeau Field. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be incomplete.
I want to see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, smash! 19 tight.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
To throw now, here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Working out of the gun. Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Trouble one, hard. Trouble one, hard. Yeah.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Sheds off the tackle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Let's go. 19 Lions.
Now Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The Packers at 10-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Love. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Love now. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Warrior 70. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Hut, hut.
Love. He'll buy some time right. And fights, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Love to throw for it on 4th. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And he gets it to go to cut the deficit now to 2, 17-15. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out. So they'll take over at the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick 6. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick 6, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you got to put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. They got 29 yards that time. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Looking to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 3, second and a yard. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Final play of the half, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On now is the Packers punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hill shedding the tackle. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A run with Mostert up the middle. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Love. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 82 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Packers 22. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing. Love. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw now. Here's Love. Being chased out left. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. That's Reed.
Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 76 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll send Beckham in motion right.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Good.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Waddle, the motion man right.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
That is caught.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
44. Ready. Come on, 2. Out.
Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
70 range, 70 range.
Following the interception, Love. The short throw to Musgrave. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Love. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Love looking to throw it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Down to an knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Dolphins, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.